It's a trip to strengthen relations and to reassert the United States' position in the Middle East. U.S. Secretary of State Antony Blinken is in Jeddah meeting de facto ruler Crown Prince Mohammed bin Salman and other Saudi officials, as well as representatives of the Gulf Cooperation Council. The U.S. State Department summarizing the more than 1.5-hour lasting meeting between Blinken and bin Salman.
The two affirmed their shared commitment to advance stability, security and prosperity across the Middle East and beyond, including through a comprehensive political agreement to achieve peace, prosperity and security in Yemen. The Secretary also emphasized that our bilateral relationship is strengthened by progress on human rights.
The conflict in Yemen is one of the worst humanitarian crises, according to the UN. Saudi Arabia has been fighting the Iran-backed Houthi rebels for years. Other talking points were announced to be the potential looming normalization of ties between Israel and Saudi Arabia. At an APAC conference shortly before his departure, Blinken confirmed this is on the agenda.
We believe that we can, and indeed we must, play an integral role in advancing it. Now, we have no illusions that this can be done quickly or easily, but we remain committed to working toward that outcome, including on the trip I'm about to take this week to Jeddah and Riyadh for engagements with our Saudi and Gulf counterparts.
Blinken's visit comes 1 month after U.S. National Security Advisor Jake Sullivan traveled to Riyadh and right after Saudi Arabia announced a further cut in oil production, which is expected to spike a price jump on the global market. The Secretary of State, too, met with Saudi Arabia's Foreign Minister Faisal bin Farhan on Wednesday. On Thursday, the two are hosting a meeting of the Global Coalition to Defeat ISIS. And Blinken sat down with some of Saudi Arabia's women leaders. Still, the relationship between the United States and Saudi Arabia is strained, mainly because of Saudi Arabia's human rights record. Joe Biden in 2019 called it a pariah state for the killing of journalist Jamal Khashoggi, which U.S. intelligence had attributed to the Saudi leadership. And there are major differences when it comes to the Iran policy of both countries. Saudi Arabia and Iran have just re-established ties after an agreement was brokered by China in March. The day of Blinken's arrival in Jeddah on the Saudi coast, the Iranian embassy was reopened in the capital Riyadh. With his trip, Blinken is also trying to maintain the U.S. status in the region against the backdrop of shifting alliances.